Mrs. Sutcliffe here, and today I want to show you how to get your robot synced up with your iPad so that you can create a program and start coding Amaze Escape. So first things first, on your iPad, go all the way to the last screen so that you can see these folders, and we're going into the one that says robotics. And we're going to this app called Blockly. There's a Blockly Junior. I want you to do Blockly. Then push this play button. And now I have a plus button up here where I can sync my robot. So you push that. It is going to search for robots. You will be able to see every single robot, every single one that is on. If your robot's not on, you won't be able to see your robot. So let's make sure our robot is on. So here is our Dash robot. He has a front where there is the headlight. He has a side where there's a power button, and he has a side where there's the cord to charge him. So I'm going to push his power button, and please make sure you set him down when you turn him on because he will move around a little, as you can see here. Okay, so now that my robot is actually on, I can search again and I can see my robot. Okay, so how do you know that it's your robot? His name is right here on a sticker on one of his wheels. Okay, so now he is connected and you can go ahead and create a project. Make sure that you go into your project the next time, okay? If you're working with a new partner, that's fine. Start a new project with one of your iPads. But if you're working with the same partner, use the same iPad and go into the same project, and then you'll just delete everything that's there. So I'm going to go into this one, and now I'm just going to delete everything that's here by dragging it down to this trash can. Do you guys see this trash can that shows up right there? And throw it away. Okay. Really quick, I am going to show you how to create a project so that you know. So create new, make sure that it just is a blank project, and then tap right here in this box and use this X right here to delete everything. Put your name, and actually please type your name and your partner's name. And partner. Okay, so I'm gonna close, oops, I did that really fast. I'm gonna close the keyboard with this button. And then I am going to create with this button right here. So that's how you can create a project so that you have a nice workspace and all of your code is along the side. We are going to stay in the drive. Stay in the drive menu. We're mostly going to be doing forward, left turn, right turn because we're trying to escape a maze. Okay, so now I'm going to show you an example of a maze that I made and try and show you how I got through the maze. All right, I am in the app and I need to delete my code so I can start plus, get my robot, push the button right there, turn him on. Oh, I have to search again because he wasn't on yet. Howdy do, Volt. Here we go. So he is now connected. So there he is in my maze. And I need to decide what my code should be. So I know I'm going to be in drive. And the first thing I need to do is go forward. I'm just going to run my code and see if forward 30 works. Okay, that was not far enough. My turn is over now though, because I just tapped the run button down there. So now I need to give the iPad to my partner, and my partner can either add another drive block or my partner can tap on this 30 and basically debug the code. So I'm gonna change this. I'm pretending that I'm my partner. I'm gonna change it to 60. Now, before I actually run the code, I need to go put the robot back at the start of the maze. Want to make sure he's facing straight ahead perfectly. So I'm going to run my code, and there he goes. He's probably far enough. So now it's my partner's turn. My turn is over. I'm gonna bring out a right. I happen to know that's a right turn. If you look up there. If you are unsure of what turn it is, you can always make an L with your right hand and an L with your left hand, and whichever one is the L facing the right way, that's your left. So this is left. So this is not left, so that would make it right. I almost forgot to say this. If you have the iPad, then your partner needs to put the robot back. So you just decide who's going to put it back, and the other person holds on to the robot for a while, okay? So let's run my code. Okay. Now, before you put the robot back, add the next block to your code. I'm going to go ahead and guess that 60 is going to work again this time because it went that far the first time. So here's my code. Here I'm running my code. Okay, that did not get him all the way out. So now it's no longer my turn, it's my partner's turn. And I can tap on this forward and maybe make it 70. For some reason, he didn't make it all the way. So I'll try again. Okay, I'm gonna run my code. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think I could probably have him go 80 instead. Oh, I just changed the speed. That's cool. I'll show you this really quick. So you can tap on this and drag it and change the speed. Please just keep it at normal. I don't want super fast robots, okay? You don't have to make it slow either. It's fine. I'm going to change this one to 70 because he has not been quite going far enough. Okay, he's almost there. How many more blocks of code do you think I need to finish this maze? I'll let you think about it for a second. Look at my code again. So I've got 1, 2, 3 right now. I've got a forward, a turn right, and a forward. So those 4 blocks of code made him go forward, turn, forward. So if you were thinking about how many more blocks of code I need, I would say I need 2. It's my turn. My partner's turn is over. It's my turn. I am only allowed to put in 1 block of code. So I have to put in, I'm going to do a drive forward. No, I need a turn. Never mind. So if you bring out a block and you don't need it anymore, drag it all the way down here to this trash can and throw it away. I forgot I need to turn right. There we go. Okay, I could probably remember, after you run your code, your turn is over. So now I can put in my forward and I'm gonna make it 80 just to make sure that he gets out of the maze. Maybe even 90 or 100 so that he clearly runs out of the maze. Oh man, he got stuck. I have a little bug. Now I have to figure out which block of code to fix. Which block of code do you think I need to debug? Let me show you. I'll show you the maze and the code at the same time. Well, I'll try. It's not working. So the first thing I did was go forward right there. and then I turned right, and then I went forward, and he hit that little, so which block of code is that? I think that might be this one. So I'm gonna switch that down to 70. There we go. Now we'll see if my code works. Yay! That counts. I'm out. So once you finish getting through your maze, please let me know. Call me over, raise your hand, or call me over and I will watch it. And if you actually do get out of your maze, then you can do a victory dance. So you'll have to ask me for directions for how to do that. But basically we'd be going into all of these other menus. So you're not allowed to go into any of these other menus on this side here until I tell you that you can do a victory dance, okay? So that is about it for how to do a maze escape with the Dash robots. I hope you have fun. I have some safety tips for the Dash robots. Very important safety tips. If you do not follow my safety rules with the robot, you will be sitting out and watching other people do the robots, probably while you write a little paragraph or two about what you should do to be safe with the robot. So the first thing is you cannot pick it up by its head. Pick it up with 2 hands by the wheels, like this, okay? The second thing is don't trip over someone else's robot, okay? No kicking other people's robots. So for whatever reason, if you're getting up, maybe to go give your books to Mrs. Kenny, or to go to the bathroom, or to come ask me to watch your robot complete its maze, if you walk through someone else's maze and kick someone else's robot, again, you will be sitting down and writing out my expectations for how to be safe with a robot, okay? So it's very important that you follow these 2 safety tips. Another safety tip that I have for you guys is you're not allowed to carry the iPad and the robot at the same time, especially if you're sitting and trying to get the robot back to the start of your maze so that you can try again. If you just ran the code, then you can hand the iPad to your partner and then put the robot back. So you don't have both the iPad and the robot at the same time, okay? So those are my 3 rules for safety rules for the robot. We don't want to kick the robot, drop the robot, or have the robot and the iPad in our hands at the same time, okay? Please also make sure you do not turn the robot's head with your hand. That could definitely hurt the robot, and we don't need to be turning its head. If your head is facing the wrong way, you can ask me for help to fix it. Something else, if you're getting up to go turn in your book to Miss Kenny or go to the bathroom, you need to either hand me your iPad or go put the iPad on my table under my screen, or put it on top of the iPad cart or somewhere safe. You can have your partner hold on to your iPad. Whatever you decide to do with your iPad, you're not allowed to just leave it on the floor, okay? Do not put your iPad on the floor ever, okay? If you're done coding and you saw your robot go through the maze and now your turn is over, hand the iPad to your partner so that they can start putting in the next code, and when they're ready, then you can go put the robot back before you run the code again, okay? So those are my safety expectations for the robots.